You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now with Khamzat out, this division is on hold as far as championship fights for a while. Like, we already know what the future is. Regardless of who wins, Sean Strickland gets the next fight because, he lost a split decision to Duplessis. He beat Adesanya. So, yeah, he's next in line. King Terzi again. I don't think they should fast-track Islam to title without Chimaev. He has only pulled out of one fight in his career. The 3 Leon fights were the same illness that the UFC rebooked month after month. Yes. Jim Brony says UFC pulls fighters all the time and then make fake stories about why the fights get canceled. They booked Nate versus Khamzat to promote the card. Those two guys were never going to fight. It's interesting that Jim Brony says that. I didn't think that fight was going to happen either. I mean, I couldn't believe that Khamzat gets to number 3 and then he's going to have to face an unranked Nate Diaz. It's like they're using Khamzat in that situation. Werewolf MMA says Ikram by first round KO. I would not be surprised. Jim Brony, Khamzat is UFC golden goose. They probably booked him versus Whitaker and then realized they could make something else happen, or this whole thing was to promote the card. MMA weighs in. We just need Khamzat back. He apparently had a stomach bug, so it wasn't something autoimmune, according to his manager. Mr. Softy MMA. Sean is fighting Whitaker next if Rob wins. UFC will pay him. However, if Aliskerov wins, they paying Chimaev heavy for the main slot in Abu Dhabi for the number 1 contender fight. Yeah, I can see that. I don't see Sean Strickland fighting down again. And no matter who wins this fight, Strickland will be fighting down. And I don't see that happening. So I think you're going to see, if Aliskerov wins, you're going to see Khamzat versus Aliskerov. You got to, right? Aliskerov's in a 2-fight battle here to maintain whatever spot he gets if he beats Whitaker. And now he's 80% in the chat poll, right? 4 out of 5 guys say Aliskerov is going to win, which is incredible, right? Because Whitaker is ever the veteran. He beats everyone in front of him except the title fighters right now. So it's interesting to see the comments in the chat room. This is going to be a great fight. It'll answer some questions in this division. But the bottom line is we just got to get past this fight, and then we can start looking at matchups going forward. But I don't see Sean Strickland fighting Robert Whitaker or Ikram Aliskerov. I think the winner of this fight is kind of on hold for a while, and we'll need another fight to get where they got to get to. If Whitaker wins, he's not fighting Khamzat again. Right? That fight was already set up. It didn't happen. He's not going to do it. He's going to start barking up the ladder. And then you're going to have a problem because Strickland's not going to fight him. Who's going to fight Robert Whitaker? Could he get the loser of Izzy and Duplessis? That's very possible as well, as Sean Strickland faces the winner. I think that's the most likely option. Aliskerov wins. He's on the back burner, and we'll fight Khamzat. So that's just kind of how it looks going forward. So we kind of have an angle regardless of who wins this fight. But it will certainly be an exceptional fight to watch, and we're all going to find out how good Ikram Aliskerov is. If we got to miss Khamzat, which we obviously are, Ikram is not a bad bet. Even though it's early in his career to get a fight like this, it'll be interesting to see what he can do, and it's a great opportunity for him, one that I don't think he'll squander, and he obviously took the fight for a reason because he's preparing to win this thing. That's just my opinion. But listen, I'm sick as a dog. I wanted to get out here and make sure I get this to you. So I knew if I didn't get it done today, I'd be in trouble the next 2 days, because the next 2 days we want to get into the UFC news that usually breaks on Tuesday and Wednesdays. Look for the Duplessis Adesanya prediction coming in short order. And when you look at the do list, right, you're going to see Israel Adesanya at number 8. I don't have Dricus Duplessis up there for some reason. He probably should be, but he's not. So that should lead you to believe that I'm going to take Adesanya, but not so quick. I got to look at the stats. I just know Adesanya, when he's fighting as a contender, fights much better than when he does as the champion for some reason. He's getting to that point in his career where, he's starting to slow down, but when you give him an edge, like he wants to take the title and he really wants to beat Duplessis bad, you're going to get the best version of Adesanya.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight? a assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded.